What's up, YouTubers? Today I'll bring another deck profile on the new Strike generation. I know it happened in a while since I didn't do a video because of school, so I didn't have time to post this. So I'm still playing Royal Paladin with the new Strike format. The deck is mostly the same, but some are going to be changed. So let's get on to it. Starter, we still have the same one because we don't have the Great Researcher, and the other one is really horrible in the deck. So that's why I still play this, because it's a 5k 5k booster anyway. It's better than 4k, and effect is free right now. Because with Strike, you don't need to really Legion that earlier. So you could Strike earlier than Legion. Because you go for grade 3, your opponent at grade 3 ditch grade 3 or the Strike. The one that helps you Strike is a grade 1. And then you go for Strike instead of Legion. So this one helps you consistent, because when you have Blast Rate early game, you can just call it. Blast Rate Secret, you just call it, and then just to the drop zone, and then after Strike, Legion, the turn after Strike, yeah, Legion, and then bring them back, starter's effect, bring one out. So it's really good. I like it right now. Then moving on to the grade 3, we have same lineup, 3 Alfred. You want the Soul Force, same reason, Soul Force, Sing Saver, and it's cause it's okay, I guess. But this card's really horrible against the X right now, cause you want the whole field and the X kill your whole field. Basically, this is really horrible against it. But since because of the Soul, I still play it. And then we have our Sing Saver. The main card of the deck. This is what you could beat the X with, but not always. Like, you need to rely on your Twin Drive. So if your Twin Drive works, you beat the X. If your Twin Drive really bad, you lose. That's why I still run Sing Saver, the main thing you run. For grade 3, you could change it to any other kind. So for instance, you could change it to Wingo or to the new one from the trial deck. But I still play Legion because I think Legion give you triggers, so it's more consistent. That's why I still run Alfred, and with Sing Saver, I don't run 8 because I think it's a bit too much, since you ditch them for Strike anyway, and then they have a grade 1 that helps you do that same thing. So that there's no point running it. And this, you cannot ditch it unless you get 2 copies in the hand. You don't ditch it. This is just right for the soul. Moving on to grade 2, we have 1 Blaster Rate. I should run 1 because Alfred. There is time that you will run out Blaster Rate Seeker. There is time. So I should run 1, so consistent to Legion. Then new grade 2 we have is Seeker, Proud Roar, Lion, I think. So it's a unflipper with extra 2k to a rear guard. So when this card attacks a Vanguard and it hits, you could you can unflip 1 and then give your give another rear guard, Royal Paladin rear guard, I think Seeker, yeah, plus 2k. But if you don't like this card, you could run this as well. Depends on your choice. So this card is generation break 1. When this card attack, if the number of rear guard of grade 2 you have is 2, so basically including himself, the other side is another grade 2. When this card attack, it becomes 11k. And when this attack hits a Vanguard, you could soul charge 1 and unflip 1. So basically, it does the same thing. The difference is this gains 2k for a rear guard, and this lets you soul charge 1. So it depends on what you play. You play this, help you gain soul for Sing Saver if you don't ride Alpha early game. First for grade 3, so this help you gain soul. But I found there's a weakness about this, is that if you don't have generation break or 2 grade 2 like this, the card becomes useless. That's why I didn't run it. Originally I was testing it out with this. Well, sometimes good because it's 11k beta, hits Vanguard, but sometimes it's really horrible, so that's why I take it out. I play this. It's your personal choice which one do you want to play. So this, I leave it to you guys. Then moving on is 12k beater. 12k beater is still consistent because it's okay, I guess. Because when you strike, your heart is still Seeker, so they still have their effect activated. That's why it's not bad. Then moving on to grade 1, we have our Unflipper Perfect Shield. So this is a new Perfect Shield. Well, there's a weakness to the new Perfect Shield and good about the new Perfect Shield. So the good thing about it is when you have 1 in the drop zone while you guard, you can unflip 1 damage, but only 1 though. So basically, if you have like 2 in the graveyard, you guard with Perfect Shield, you don't unflip 2, you only unflip 1. But the bad thing about this is that when you're playing against the X, so the X with Legion attack your rear guard, you cannot perfect guard it. Because perfect guard sits, you can only perfect guard your Vanguard, not any attack. Like the old one says you could guard from, you can nullify that the attack, but this one says nullify the attack to your Vanguard. So the X with Legion just swing on your rear guard, you cannot do anything. Since you don't have perfect guard, you can't really stop it. So with the ends effect, let you stand the whole Vanguard, so which is a bit minus to the perfect shield, but on flip is really good. Then we have our Lake. You should play it. It's like I said, it's a good card to cycle your hand. So you have extra this, and like for instance, sometimes you may get a hand like this, 3 copy, like 2 turns, and you write Alfred. You ditch one for strike, but you have 2 more left. So you could ditch it with this, and draw one, and then next turn just ditch it with stride again, or ditch it with this to Legion. So that's why this card's still good. Next up, we have our let's see, stride helper. I will say that because when you ditch this, it gains +2 grade. So basically, you discard this as a stride. It's at grade 3, so which is the cost for stride. You don't have to discard a grade 1 and a grade 2 just for its cost. That's why I think I play 4. This is really consistent. Help you stride a lot. And stride is really good right now. Then we have 2 dog. On flips, because when you put it behind Vanguard with Legion of Sing Saver, so you Legion Sing Saver with Blaster Rate. Okay, so you have this behind it. When you boost, your opponent most likely will perfect guard it. Sometimes if you without the boost, they're like no guard. Because with the boost, it's a really big deal. Because if you Twin Drive Sing Saver, you could just bring it back, and then it's consistent because it's bottom of the deck, and then you guarantee have one more chance to use it. That's why people really want to guard against this. That's why they make this card really good. Next up, we have our triggers. Trigger lineup, I changed it a lot just for the X, because your hand size really matters now against the X. So I play 7 draw trigger, 4 Margot and 3 of the Seeker draw trigger. For this still, because if you write Sing Saver early game, you want Soul. With starter, you just need 2 of Margot to put in Soul to have 5 Soul in Sing Saver to activate its effect twice. And then the extra draw just to draw more. I was thinking of running 8, but I think 8 is too much. So I run 5 crit and 4 draw. 4 heal. Trigger, you could do whatever you want with the trigger. You could play 8 you could still play 8 crit 4 draw. It depends on you. Doesn't really matter that much. And next up we have our strike unit. 4 from the child deck. Effect is when this attack hits Vanguard, you may superior call grade 2. So basically let you call another one to attack. Well, this card is good when this card's on when you stride this and you have this in the deck and you have let's see, we have this on the rear guard. Okay, so we attack first and then stride attack hits. You could superior call this. It's 11k and attack, and you could activate the effect since you already G break 1 on the field. So the G break, as everyone knows, supposed to be put it like this on the G zone unit, and then whenever you finish using one, you have to flip it up, which is G break 1 that counts as. Or for G break 2, everyone's supposed to know now that if this like this G zone have 1 flip, you have 1 on the Vanguard circle. It still counts as G break 2. That's why the card's okay, I guess, with this. But if you don't want to play it, you don't have to play it. It depends on you. Next up for the other G unit, it's our Scentbow Dragon, I think. It's game finisher or game changer to you for the deck, because if your opponent have no perfect guard, this is going to be really big. Full field with let's say this booster, it's a 26, I remember, no 46k I remember was an extra crit. So you can only use it twice, since whenever it activates effect, you need to unflip one of its own. So for instance, if you stride active effect, you have to unflip one. So basically it costs you one extra, so you only have 1 more chance to use this. But it helps you change the game, so which is really nice. That's mainly it, I guess. So there you guys have it. This is a new Strike Seeker deck. Hope you guys like it, and Please subscribe. Thanks.